Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Noack, are there any visitors to address the board? Then we will move directly into the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve all items on tonight's consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All right. Any comments, questions on those items, 9A through 9N?
The calendar revision, that'll be shared.
Yes.
Thank you.
Show of hands, those in favor of approving tonight's consent agenda? Anyone opposed? Motion carries. And we'll move directly into tonight's superintendent report. Dr. Ensis.
All right, just kind of one significant item on there that I placed for this month is, I believe the hearing is this evening, but there's a proposed development out on Highway A in Sandy Valley. Our former property is, they had asked the developer, this is not the developer, but the engineer had just brought the map of their proposed development over for us to look at, and I reviewed that and just did some kind of an impact study on that and just included it in the packet today. Is I addressed some of the our enrollment decline since 2008 with the recession and a reduction in the birth rate. Estimate the impact of the subdivision at full capacity would be about 400 students, using some numbers of 1.25 for the large homes, that's students, 1.5 students for the small homes, which would be, I guess I should clarify, a large home is a $600,000 to $700,000 home, that's in that larger portion there. The small homes, which is going to be about 237 units, would be the $350,000 homes, and then the duplex counted a half a student for each of the 45 units. So address some of the economic impact based on ADA, using the state ADA formula for each student. We get $4,539 per student with the foundation formula. So assuming 100% attendance, this would be, in a perfect world, would be $1.8 million. 95%, if all those students average 95, would be 1.7. If they all average 90%, it would be 1.6 million. And then estimating, and it's kind of a guess, on the real estate and property tax revenue impact would be roughly $850,000. Now those are purely speculative. For the large homes, I used a combination of total tax there, $3,500. That would include, you know, assuming a couple cars and that type of thing. So the summary was, it met, their plan met our, kind of address our safety issues. That would be there. The developer is going to put in a stoplight at that location, which actually improves the safety if you're going from Plass across. I still haven't, I don't know how it'll look if you're coming from Festus, kind of going down that hill. I'm sure they'll have to address that. But this would assist with some of our enrollment that we've had, especially at the lower levels. In 2006 and 7, we had 3,717 kids, and we're roughly in that 3,200 to 3,300 now. So we have the facility space, classrooms, and buses to accommodate the increased enrollment. Obviously, that enrollment would occur over a period of time. So with the fact that we don't have the benefit of manufacturing and business tax revenue, we rely on housing, so developments like this are key for the school district. So that there is a copy of what I submitted to the Developer and Planning Zoning Committee on behalf of the district. So that's all I have there. Oh, excuse me. I added to the very bottom, and I'll be sending out, I guess it's in my very bottom, I want to be sending out an email for the committees with the resignation of Ms. Welker. We got to do some adjustment on the committee, so I'll send out an email on that for just switching around on some items at the December meeting, so you can just have a look at what, if there's any that you would like to get on. So that'll just be an agenda item at our next meeting. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. We have no unfinished business tonight, no board policy items to review, so we'll move into new business. 13.A is an informational item, and that's the notice of filing dates for the 2023 school board election. Turn that back over to you.
All right, notice is hereby given to the general public that the opening filing date for the school board elections will be Tuesday, December 6, 2022, beginning at 8 a.m. Interested parties may file at the superintendent's office during regular business hours. Individuals will be chosen to serve as members of the Board of Education for a term of 3 years. We have 3 openings, or a term of 1 year. We have 1 opening. Individuals will need to elect or select which one they are running for. The school district may have adjusted business hours during the holiday season, as well as we may have adjusted location should we move from off Ridgewood to the new central office at the time, but we will place signage that details that. The school district may have adjusted business hours during the holiday season. The closing date for filing shall be Tuesday, December 27th, 2022 at 5 o'clock p.m. To qualify for the position of board director, a candidate must be a citizen of the United States and resident taxpayer of the district who has resided in this state for 1 year preceding his or her election or appointment, and who is at least 24 years of age. Publication of this notice fulfills the requirements of revised Missouri statute, section 115.127, subsection 5, done at the regular monthly meeting during November 2022 by order of the Boards of Education. Betsy Nowak, Board of Education Secretary, 5 Ridgewood Drive, Hillsboro, Missouri, 63050.
All right, thank you very much. On to our next item of business, 13.B, approval of our minutes from October 27th. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular board meeting on the 27th?
Motion.
Second. Any questions, amendments, comments on those? All right, all those in favor of approving the minutes from October 27th? All those against or abstain? Abstention. All right, motion carries, thank you. Next is the approval of our minutes from the November 2nd meeting. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from our special board meeting on November 2nd?
Motion.
Second. Any comments on that? All right, by show of hands, all those in favor of approving the minutes from November 2nd? Any against? Any abstentions? Thank you. Motion carries. And our final item of business tonight, 13.D, the approval to grant an easement to Spire. Do I have a motion to approve an easement to install a gas distribution system on school district property located at 504 Freeland Road?
Make a motion.
Second.
Any additional information?
Yes, if Mr. Flowers would come up, he can describe to you exactly what is, what the proposal from Spire is. And sure. You can have a seat there.
Sure. Thank you for the opportunity to each of you. Basically, without diving into the weeds real deep and technically in depth of what we have, we currently have and had for some years now along Freeland Road a steel gas main that is high pressure that feeds most of Hillsboro with natural gas. In serving the customers, we try to protect those steel mains, and the newest type of protection is what is called rectifier stations. That is what we're looking to install here, if you are so kind enough as to grant us the easement. We look for an open area where there's not very much traffic nearby. We have to have a electric source, because what is happening, we take electric from the power line coming in at 120, and then we reduce it down to direct current, and anodes are placed underground. They're magnesium bags, usually 17 pounds, and they calculate, our engineering team calculates how many will be placed underground. Then this electrification is placed upon our steel gas main, and the corrosion factor from the moisture in the soil then is attracted to the magnesium through this direct current. And it's a great process. It's a new type of process. We're installing them throughout our systems, not only here locally on the east side of Missouri, but the west side and down in Alabama and Mississippi. And we're having great luck with the corrosion protection on these. So this is a type of system that will be installed here if the easement is granted. It's all above ground. We maintain it. And if the request, I spoke with Dr. Isaacson earlier, and there might be a concern that if there is a fence around it, we can do that. I would simply suggest let me include that information within an easement document and get it back for your review, and then everything is on paper at that time. Is there any questions regarding this?
Yeah, my only question was about the safety and security, but
Sure.
looking at some of the photographs that were included, it looks like as an option there's some vinyl fence or something.
Right, we can do vinyl, we can do chain link with the slats in it, and but I would just suggest at this time, let us incorporate that into the document, and then it's not just a verbal agreement, but yet it's a signed agreement at that time.
So what has the land been used for right now? I mean, we just,
Nothing, it's that area up front there along the Freeland Road. We won't ever build anything in that area.
In front of the maintenance?
Yes.
yeah, okay.
So,
Any questions? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, all those in favor of approving a grant an easement to Spire for their installation? Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. All right, well, that brings us to the end of new business tonight. I will ask for a motion now to adjourn our meeting here at 7:14.
So moved.
All right, all those in favor of adjourning the meeting tonight? Any opposed? All right, we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.